The city had been quiet for days. Streets were empty, stores closed, and not a single sound disturbed the still air. Voiceover. Sometimes endings aren't loud. Sometimes they whisper and only the observant notice. The city did not end with an explosion or a scream. It ended quietly, as if the world had decided to stop. Trains halted mid-track, phones stopped ringing, and televisions went black. People packed their belongings in haste, leaving doors unlocked, leaving behind memories and dust. By evening, the streets were completely empty. Streetlights flickered once and died, leaving pools of darkness. No footsteps echoed, no voices carried through the alleys. Even the wind moved cautiously, as if it were afraid to disturb the stillness. Windows stood open, doors ajar. The city felt abandoned, yet not lifeless, more like it was holding its breath. A cat darted across an empty road and vanished instantly, leaving only the faint rustle of leaves behind. As night deepened, buildings turned black one by one. Streetlights failed, leaving the city in shadows. Curtains in high-rise apartments stayed open, revealing empty rooms, untouched furniture, and dusty belongings. It was a panorama of absence, homes that seemed to watch nothing, streets that led nowhere, and silence that felt alive. Then someone noticed it. A single window glowed yellow on the 10th floor of an old apartment building. One light remained on, steady and warm, defying the emptiness around it. Neighbors speculated, was someone home, or was it an electrical anomaly? At first, it felt unimportant. Someone forgot to turn it off, people murmured. Yet the idea lingered. People returned to it at night, wondering, speculating, imagining. The light had a quiet insistence. It was a question the city couldn't ignore. The next night, darkness thickened. The same light stayed on, as if mocking the silent city. The same window, the same color, the same inexplicable warmth. Observers claimed it pulsed faintly, a heartbeat in the void. People zoomed in on photographs, looking for movement, a silhouette, a shadow of life. There was nothing. No curtains moved, no reflection appeared, no human shape existed. Yet the light persisted, lonely and unclaimed, like a small defiance in an abandoned world. Messages began to appear on forums and social media. Does anyone know who lives there? Has anyone checked that building? Why is that light still on? No answers came, only speculation and a slow, creeping unease. Fear did not arrive suddenly. It spread like a cold through the body. A quiet, patient dread that whispered, something is wrong. People avoided the streets. Night walks were no longer safe in thought alone. The city seemed alive only in this tiny light, casting long, impossible shadows. Then, one night, the power failed across the entire block. Streetlights died, traffic signals vanished, total darkness. Only the single yellow window remained, a solitary beacon in a sea of black. It was impossible. The building should have no electricity. Minutes passed. No sound came from the building. Then the light flickered slightly, but never went out. People stared, frozen, as disbelief battled curiosity. Now it was impossible to ignore. The building's light defied reason, logic, and expectation. Rumors spread. Some said it was supernatural. Others claimed someone was inside, alive and unseen. Panic quietly seeped into the city. A man volunteered to enter the building. He said fear was worse than truth, and the city needed answers. With a flashlight and a deep breath, he approached the front door. The front door opened with a loud creak. Dust filled the air, and the smell of neglect was strong. Each step echoed loudly on the old wooden floor, announcing his presence to nothing visible. The elevator didn't work. Step by step, he climbed the stairwell, each echo stretching into the dark. The higher he went, the colder it became. His flashlight trembled slightly in his hand. On the 10th floor, light spilled under one door. It was warm, calm, almost inviting. A strange sense of relief, mixed with dread, washed over him. He knocked once, twice. No response, The light remained, steady, patient, unyielding. The door was unlocked. Inside, the room was empty. No furniture, no photographs, no personal items. Only the floorboards creaked under his weight. In the center of the room stood a single lamp, plugged in and turned on. It hummed softly, almost like a whisper. Its yellow glow filled the room, bathing the walls in calm light. Next to the lamp lay a small piece of paper. It read, "If this light goes out, the city will forget why it left." He stared, unsure what to do next. He left the lamp on. He closed the door quietly. And even now, long after everyone else disappeared, one light stayed on. Some lights remain, even when the world leaves. They remind us that endings are not always loud, that presence can exist in absence, and that curiosity can illuminate the darkest of nights. The camera slowly pulls away from the apartment building, leaving the single light glowing against the empty cityscape.